Hey, it's 3 o'clock. What the hell are you doing awake? It's Graeme. You're here on my YouTube channel. It's 3 o'clock in the morning, and I've been up for the past hour. Why? I'm excited about what I'm doing. I'm excited about my upcoming first ever trail marathon, registered trail marathon, the Nipmuc Trail Run this coming Sunday, October 6th. I just finished the Vermont 50 just this past Sunday. Took an hour off my best time, finished in under 5 hours. I have completed the BC bike race this year. I've done things that I've never, ever, in 27 years of being an athlete, an everyday cyclist, thought that I could do. And I want to share with you three things that I think that are going to be important to help you accomplish the same thing. The best way to kind of describe what I'm about to share with you is, you ever seen that movie, The Matrix? You know, with Keanu Reeves, where the whole world is kind of like this fictitious blanket of, happy, joy, life. And it's not real. And what he realizes and what he's taught is that he can do anything that he wants. If you think you can, you can. And he does what everyone else thinks is the impossible. And I think that for me this year, I kind of feel like the guy in the Matrix. Like the stuff around me is falling apart. The limitations and boundaries that I once thought that I had became gone. You could see through them. And there was a couple of reasons for that. First of all, I challenged variability. I made a decision earlier this year to not do the same old shit that I always do. I dumped everything on my roster that I've done before. I dumped all my preconceived notions about what I think I can do or can't do. I went after the BC bike race, 7-day mountain bike stage race in British Columbia, Canada. I know a lot of you follow me here on the channel for each day with that. I think as you watched me metamorphosize through that, is that right? Metamorphosize? Is that even a word? Through that 7 days, you could see that I dramatically changed. Everything changed. My attitude changed. My body changed. My mind changed. My spirit changed. Changed my life. And it's not because of the physical challenges of the BC bike race. It was because everything began to drop off and things became clear of, you can do amazing things. You right here. See you right there? That's you right there. And you can do amazing things. And the second thing that I think is imperative, I know for me this year, was removing those boundaries. And again, I want you to think about that matrix falling in front of you and how all of a sudden out of nowhere, things become different. Now you can fly. You can do amazing things with your body. And it's not about, well, you're 55 years old and you can't do this, or you're 20 pounds overweight and you can't do that. Bullshit. Bullshit. Seriously. Stop believing what society wants us to believe. Stop believing what your friends want you to believe. Stop believing what your spouse wants you to believe. Believe what you want to believe. You want to be thin and strong and fit and fast? Then be it. Know it. And the next thing you know, you are. Now, look, I create training programs and all those other things to help you do that. But I'm telling you right now, any of you that have ever used any of my training, cyclo-90, cyclo-core, whatever, it's not the training that's causing you to get the dramatic results you're seeing. It's the variability and you believing that the work that I'm giving you is doing its job. When you believe in it, it works. And it's just that simple. Now, the third thing is to try and do things almost like opposite George in Seinfeld. The opposite of what you think you're going to do. Again, if you listen to my podcast for VT50, what was different this year for me than other years? I made a mental decision to be opposite George. And instead of being conservative with my race, I decided to frickin' bury myself as hard as I could, meaning hell or high water, I'm going to go as hard as I can for a full 5 hours to the end of this event. And it hurt, and it sucked. But I didn't quit. I didn't stop. In fact, I didn't stop once. I cleared everything in VT50. I might have had a couple stumbles here and there, but I cleared stuff that most people did not clear on VT50. 25-30% gradients that most people were walking, I was clearing because those boundaries are removed. My determination to do that was there. And what I'm trying to get across to you is that when you have variability, you are willing to learn and try new things, and you're willing to remove those boundaries. Things are unbelievably possible. So if you're on the internet or you're new to watching me and my videos, or you're contemplating buying a training program or hiring a coach, always know that those things are at best secondary or tertiary. The primary is you. Once you make a decision that you want to do that, now the training has value. Now maybe that new set of tires or those new wheels has value. But until that decision is made, all this other stuff, even my training programs, to be honest with you, is bullshit. Because it won't help you at all if you haven't made the decision to say, hey, I want to lose that 15 or 20 pounds. Remember, I gave you a video earlier from way back in, May or June this year. I've dropped now almost 25 pounds. 25 pounds. I'm down to under 160. I haven't been to 160 pounds in 15, 20 years. It's crazy. Did I go on a crash diet? No. In fact, I had McDonald's yesterday. I did. And you know what I had last week too? I had 5 beers 2 nights ago. Yeah. You know why I dropped the weight? It's because I've let go. I'm not worried about what people think about me. I don't want to have that weight anymore. It's been like a protective mechanism for me, an excuse why I can't be a stronger, faster cyclist, why I couldn't bury myself in a VT50 event before, why I couldn't do something like a 7-day mountain bike stage race before. I decided, I don't want those thoughts anymore. And next thing you know, your body changes. And that's all that I changed. It's just what's up here. Okay? That's the amazing thing. Now, there's one other thing that I want to share with you. A little secret, other than the McDonald's and the beer, that I've been using to help me energize myself. Look at this. What the hell is that, man? It's disgusting. Yeah, that's, what do they call it? I guess they call it pinole. It's, you read the book Born to Run yet? You should, even if you don't run. I think guarantee you'll like it. This is mentioned in there. All this is chia seeds, coconut water, and lime juice. Now, I've been using this pre-training and pre-event all season long, okay? I had a little flask of this in my back pocket at VT50, and when I hit emergency mode at like mile 32 and everything started to go like this, whipped out that flask and popped that whole thing, and everything started going like this. Now, granted, I still finished whimpering and could barely see, but that's because I had dug so far down into resources I never knew that I had. If you'd asked me even just the day before, could I get a sub 5 hour, I'd probably say, I don't think so. But in that day, when you make that decision, and with a little bit of, I guess a little bit of help, again, anything can really help. This is awesome stuff, by the way. This is major secret weapon. You can do anything that you want. My friends, I hope these tips are helpful. I know some of my tips lately have been a little bit similar, but it's because I can't just sit here anymore and tell you, well, here's how many times per week you have to do this drill to become the cyclist you want to be. No. Here's how many miles you have to achieve in a week to do your fastest century. Dude, go get a magazine. Go get any kind of dummy-down bullshit that's out there if you want that. You want the true secret to really get what you want on the bike? Listen to what I just said again. Go back and rewind and listen again, because that's the real answer. And once you have these things figured out, which is really nothing more than a flick of your switch in your brain, all the other stuff becomes powerful. Now it's like, wow, that training program did amazing things for me. Well, yeah, but it's because you made the decision to make that training program do amazing things for you. Okay? Makes sense? Talking to you? Yeah? Gonna go out and change some shit? Try new stuff? Let me know when you do, man. I want to hear about it. I'll talk to you soon.